Hello and welcome to Flax on Snax, where today I'm going to be living dangerously. You may have seen the spicy candies that have come out over the last few years: Sweet Heat Skittles, Sweet Heat Starburst, Sour Patch Kids, Fire, and so on. Well, today we've got potentially the spiciest candy yet. For background, let's start off with a brief timeline. In 1997, the first Harry Potter book was published, and it introduced a fictional candy known as Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. The joke was that the candy contained a mixture of every flavor, so flavors that you would want, and also a lot of flavors that you wouldn't. After the Harry Potter series became massively popular, Jelly Belly started producing actual Bertie Bott's beans in the early to mid 2000s as a tie-in. Then, in 2008, they began producing Beanboozled, a sort of spin-off game inspired by Bertie Bott's, where each color of bean in the package had two possible flavors, one good and one bad. For instance, in the current edition, you will find the classic chocolate pudding jelly bean, but it's paired with a doppelganger, which is, according to the website, canned dog food. Now, if that doesn't really sound like your idea of a good time, let me just say that I heartily agree. But when I saw that there was a Beanboozled spin-off called Beanboozled Fiery 5, I was too intrigued not to check it out. So that's right, the Beanboozled Fiery 5. 5 jelly beans with the flavors and intensities of increasingly hot peppers. Now, of course, this isn't Beanboozled in the classic sense, because each pepper flavor is clearly delineated, so you can tell which one you're consuming. But I still don't really know what to expect. Now, according to the ingredients list, the jelly beans are made with actual pureed hot pepper, and we start at about 2,500 Scoville units with the relatively mild sriracha, going all the way up to 1.5 million Scoville heat units for the Carolina Reaper, which is currently recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's hottest pepper. That's right, there is actual Carolina Reaper puree in these jelly beans. It says exactly that on the ingredients list. This is a little scary. And it's scary for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm a little worried about the heat, but also, I don't know what these are going to taste like. I mean, is this supposed to be pepper flavor? Now, the pepper, of course, is a fruit, but botanically, culinarily, it's a vegetable. And typically, they taste more or less like that. So are these going to be sweet, but then with heat? And I mean, Skittles Sweet Heat at least had regular-ish Skittles flavor, and then there was some heat in there, which, okay, I didn't think that was the greatest idea in the world, but at least it was regular candy flavors. This is going to taste like peppers? Oh, and I should point out that these are so hot, they actually come with a printed warning on the package. Warning: consume at your own risk. Keep out of reach of children under the age of 13, the elderly, and pets. Do not consume if you are allergic or sensitive to hot and spicy foods, peppers or capsaicin, pregnant, breastfeeding, or have a medical condition for which consumption of an extremely hot food could cause an adverse reaction. Due to the hot nature of this food, it may trigger asthma symptoms. Do not give to persons except with their permission and only after sharing this warning. Now, fortunately, none of those things really apply to me, but, let me put it this way. I bought these 9 months ago. Now, they're still good. The expiration date, best before January 3rd, 2022. So we've got plenty of time. And I doubt that the heat has diminished with time. And frankly, if it's diminished slightly, I'm okay with that. But, I bought them thinking, oh wow, that's too interesting not to try. And then I got it home and I was like, I don't know about this. So I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And now here we are. Yeah. I mean, look, realistically, the warning is probably overstating a little bit just in case. even with actual Carolina Reaper puree in here, the amount of capsaicin that you're ingesting from any one tiny jelly bean has to be pretty low. But nevertheless, it is a little scary. This smells hot. All right. Can I like pick these up? Do I need gloves for this? Okay, so there are 5 flavors. We've got sriracha, which is a red, jalapeno is a mottled or speckled green, cayenne is a dark red with speckles of kind of orange, habanero is orange, and then Carolina Reaper is red with speckles of black, which, great. Boy, the black speckles are subtle. So let's try to separate a few of these out. Thanks for putting, like, so many Carolina Reapers in here, guys. Honestly, it's a little hard to tell the difference between those two. The black speckles are pretty subtle. I don't want to screw this up. Well, let's start with the lightest one. Oh no. I mean, then there's a couple here that are like darker, and I don't even know if that's, I don't even know which one that's supposed to be. Cool. Looking forward to it. All right. So there you go. You can see the different colors there. All right. I'm pretty sure we got some basic srirachas here. I hope I'm right. Here we go. I think one of those was not sriracha. Oh dear. We're off to a bad start. Oh no. Hey Jelly Belly, color your beans better. Oh, you freaking, oh. Oh my God. Oh. Nope. Nope, I'm not enjoying myself. Oh. Ah. I mean, I will say, this is the hottest one I'm going to live. I mean, I guess the counterpoint is that what if this is actually a sriracha? But I don't think so. I've had sriracha. Oh, is this what it's like being a guest on Hot Ones? Oh. Oh no. And like, it barely tasted like anything, you know? That's the other thing, right? Is it's just a little bit of sugar and then just flame on. I'm just gonna have to like come back and do this whole thing again. Oh, no. I think this one, I think this is the sriracha, the kind of the cloudy red, but there are so few of them. At least it seemed like there were so few of them. And the speckles on the Carolina Reaper are just so subtle. Yeah, this cloudy red is the Sriracha. Oh, just, I think so. I mean, you know, I had to go and say that, yeah, these are clearly delineated. You can definitely tell which one is which. Let me tell you right now, you can tell 3 of them for sure. The problem is you cannot very easily tell apart the least hot one and the most hot one, and that is a problem. Okay, I refilled my water, got some yogurt. The right side of my mouth is still on fire. We're gonna try this again. Sriracha. I freaking hope. Sure, yeah. Milder hot sauce flavor. Definitely tastes like Sriracha. Light burn, but not super intense. Certainly enough so you feel it. I'm just, I'm really kind of beaten down by opening with the Carolina Reaper. So jalapeno second, yeah. I'm sure which ones these are. I wasn't really feeling it, and then I swallowed the jelly bean, and then it kind of just caught me in the back of the throat. Okay, so this is cayenne, this darker red with the kind of orange speckles. Well, you know, that does taste like cayenne. Kind of tastes like cayenne smells. So, I mean, you can't say they're not getting the flavors. The jalapeno one was a little green. Jalapenos kind of have that vegetable flavor. The cayenne reminds me of cayenne. So far, the flavors are actually on point. But it just comes back to the fact that these aren't candy flavors. This is the flavor of hot things. And so to then say, this is candy, we're putting sugar in here, I do appreciate they did not overdo it on the sugar. These are not overly sweet. There's a little bit of sweet. It's mostly the flavor of the pepper and then the spice. But all that just kind of comes back to the question of why are you doing this at all? Because it's not candy. It's jelly bean forms of the actual peppers with like a tiny bit of sweetness to kind of justify calling it a jelly bean, but these shouldn't exist. Habanero. Ooh, that one kind of sneaks up on you. Well, no, that's not so bad. Oh, there it is. Oh. Yep, okay. Yeah, it's hot. I don't know why I'm bothering drinking water. I really thought for a minute, oh, I wonder if I got a dud. This isn't spicy at all. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's hot. I mean, thank goodness this is just 2 little jelly beans. And then I could throw the rest of these in the garbage, because why would I eat them voluntarily? I mean, beyond this, no one's making me do this, obviously. Oh. Why would I eat them off camera, is the question, I guess. Okay. Well, we officially have... See if you can see it. Saw it a minute ago. It's there somewhere. We officially have head sweat. Not shockingly. All right. It was a nice photogenic bead. You'll take my word for it. You might get some more yet. Okay, now, because I hate myself, Carolina Reaper. Gee, I wonder what these taste like. A mystery. A mystery that will never be solved. Oh. I mean, I shouldn't do this again, but I'm going to. $1.5 million Scovilles. Down the hatch. Nope. Oh, no. Well, that's definitely the one I started with. This is just like pepper water at this point. Like, it's actually making things worse. Oh, it burns. Well, I guess I can officially tolerate the hottest pepper. But that depends on your definition of the word tolerate. And this is really hot, you guys. I'm gonna put the rest of these into this bag. And then I'm gonna throw this away. Because why in the hell would you eat any more of these than absolutely necessary? I've completed the challenge. I made it through the Fiery 5, Sriracha, Jalapeno, Cayenne, Habanero, Carolina Reaper. Or in my case, the Fiery 6, Carolina Reaper, Sriracha, Jalapeno, Cayenne, Habanero, and then Carolina Reaper again. There you go. Nice photogenic sweat bead. Just what everyone wants to see. Oh man. My mouth is going to be on fire for a while because there's apparently nothing that really soothes this. soothes. I can't even like speak straight. My mouth is so hot. Oh, my tongue is like numb. I mean, if you're a real like glutton for punishment or weirdo like I am, and you're just like, oh, that sounds funny or weird or whatever, I guess you can buy these. Otherwise, why? I mean, I guess if you are really excited for the idea of a jelly bean that tastes like hot peppers, these do taste like hot peppers, and they're not overly sweet, so it's not like, super gross like, like a turkey candy corn or the old Jones soda Thanksgiving dinner where it was the sickly sweet plus the gross flavors. It's not doing that. There's just a tiny bit of sweetness that is pretty much immediately blown away by the heat anyway. What flavors you can detect before it just melts your face off are legitimate. I mean, Jelly Belly, let's be fair, Jelly Belly is good at duplicating flavors. Sometimes to kind of an uncanny valley degree. I think it works okay here if you kind of ignore the rest of it. The flavor of cayenne is kind of nice in a weird way before the heat really kicks in. I can't say the habanero or the Carolina Reaper taste like all that much. Especially the Carolina Reaper. It's a little bit of sweetness. I don't know that I got a lot of pepper flavor. Oh boy. And then just the heat. And it really does, especially the habanero, but the Carolina Reaper, especially the second time, there's a little bit of a delay. It lulls you into complacency and then just kicks you right in the face. Yeah. The warning, I think, is probably legitimate. I would not want to trick anybody into eating these. That would be extremely mean, so please don't do that. And if there's any chance that you might have a reaction to it, don't try them, because, I mean, I feel like it's affecting my breathing a little bit, not in any medical way, don't worry, but like, it's making me kind of, a little sort of just amped up because the intensity, right? The kind of adrenaline's kicking in or whatever. So if there's any chance that that might affect you in a negative way, definitely do not try these. Yeah. So, I'm going to go stick my head in the freezer. It's starting to wear off a little bit. Starting to kind of cool down. So, thank goodness for that. Yeah. That's it for this episode of Flax on Snax. The Beanboozled Fiery 5 Challenge from Jelly Belly. It's a thing. It is what it is. It delivers, I would say, exactly what it promises. You cannot say they didn't warn you. Was it fun? I'm going to say no. I guess it was interesting. Am I sorry I did it? A little bit. But I think this will be a funny video, at least, hopefully. So at least I got something out of it. I mean, God, imagine just buying these and eating them without, at least like do this with friends. Don't do this by yourself. Unless you're like a real weirdo who just really loves jamming their mouth full of capsaicin. Yeah, I can't recommend it. Otherwise. But, you and your friends might have a fun time with it. I don't know. Sure. Why not? Go ahead. Make your own day. Yeah. So, I've got a bunch of other snacks that I procured recently. And I'll be doing episodes on them over the next, I don't know, week or two. There's actually some Blue Diamond almonds that are now like super spicy almonds. They had, I think it was cayenne, ghost pepper, and then Carolina Reaper. And I'm a genius, so I was like, ooh, I could do more spicy episodes, which I'm not really excited to do at this point. But I guess I'm going to do a spicy episode because I got some spicy, I think I got some spicy chips of some kind also to go along with that. Yeah, so if you like seeing me torture myself with hot food, stay tuned for that one. And if you would rather see me eat more normal foods, there's episodes coming up on some Reese's Cups and oh boy. Yeah, Reese's Cups and other stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. We'll see you next time. Maybe.